Hello and a very warm welcome to the special edition of Rajya Sabha Television, wherein we are in conversation with Secretary General of Rajya Sabha, Mr. Deshdeepak Verma. Mr. Verma, welcome to Rajya Sabha Television.
Thank you.
First, let's talk about 2 years of Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu in office. How do you look back at these 2 years?
You see, the present chairman, he took charge on 11th of August 2017, and in fact, tomorrow he completes 2 years of his stay in this position, and we have been, of course, also the part of the team ever since. In the 2 years that I feel that the narrative of the Rajya Sabha discussions and deliberations have changed dramatically, and dramatically for a positive. So, now while earlier the disruptions were a matter of routine, it was considered as normal. But now a new normal has been defined, and that is that you take the maximum output out of every minute that you spend in the House, and this has started happening now. We had to struggle for 5 sessions. This was the 6th session during his tenure, and the constant messaging that was done by him to the members, I think that has now bore fruit. And this session, as all of you are aware now, has been the most productive in several dimensions on the several parameters, and it has broken the record of almost decades of the years. So, it is a very important achievement which I feel that has happened in the last 2 years.
Well, absolutely, Mr. Verma, because I remember Chairman always said that continuous disruptions do not augur well for the image of Parliament or either parliamentarians. And this time around, in the 249 session, we saw the passage of 32 bills.
Yes. To tell you something very interesting, the chairman used to say, he has said on one occasion, that all that ends in well, which means when all the members are in the well, then all the members are in well, that does not end well. So, now the things have changed, and this time the total number of bills which were passed are 32, and this is a record of the last 17 years. And in the last 5 sessions, only 33 bills were passed. In this session alone, 32 bills have been passed, which is a record of sorts. So, that is one on which, because the government business, the business of the parliament is to basically pass the bills, and that work, one of the important tasks is passing the bills, and that work has been accomplished with a great success, and this would go down into the history of one of the most productive sessions in the present day circumstances.
So, talking about the committees, in fact, out of 10 bills, 8 bills during his regime were scrutinized by the committees. He has also called for codification of guidelines for committees. How do you look at that step?
You see, as you are aware that when the bill is introduced in a house, then the presiding officer, the chairperson, has the prerogative to send it either to the standing committee or discuss it in the house directly. Now, 8 out of 10 being referred to the standing committee shows that the chairman has put confidence in the committee system, and he wants and believes that all such legislations should go through the drill of the committees, and the committees should look into it, come out with detailed suggestions, recommendations, and then only it should be made a bill. So, it has been done in the last 6 sessions, and I think it is a remarkable achievement. In this session, there are some people who have been saying that not many bills have gone for scrutiny, but they do not realize that when they are talking of this, we must realize that the bill, if the bill is not passed, is introduced in this house. If the bill is introduced in the other house, then the prerogative of sending it to the standing committee is with the chair of that house. If it comes to our house, which is not very often, then it is referred to, if it is there is a need, then it is referred to the select committee. And the one more important thing is that many of these bills were such, because as you know that after the dissolution of the Lok Sabha, many of the bills which were considered by the committee and also passed by one of the houses lapsed, because the Lok Sabha after that gets dissolved. So, and those committees and those subjects, those bills had to again come to the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. So, it is quite understandable that once a bill has already gone through the process of scrutiny by the bill, it does not have to be referred to the committee again. That will be a waste of time and waste of energy. So, that way I can say that the Rajya Sabha, the working has been very, very transparent and in the interest of the legislation being scrutinized and then passed.
Well, absolutely, and taking a cue from what you said, we saw that several bills actually lapsed with the dissolution of 16th Lok Sabha as they were pending in the Rajya Sabha. Chairman has also called and he has also suggested for automatic lapsing of these bills that are pending. How do you look at that suggestion?
You see, because the bills which have gone through the drill and so much of energy and time has been spent on that, and then it comes, it is there in the, and then it unnecessarily adds up to the pendency. So, therefore, if the bill has already been scrutinized and passed by the Lok Sabha, say for example, and it is pending with the Rajya Sabha, and Rajya Sabha being a permanent body, there is a very good case for this suggestion which has been made by the Honorable Chairman, because then you would save the time of this again being put up in the Lok Sabha, again being introduced in the Lok Sabha, again being scrutinized, and you would save that much of house. So, it can be possible. Of course, the government will have to take a call, they have to agree to this suggestion and only then we can take it up, but this is a proposal which is worth being considered by both the houses and also by the government to take it up, and also by all the members of the parliament.
Absolutely. Also, sir, on several occasions when he was presiding over the proceedings of the House, we saw that almost all listed start questions were taken up. All 0-hour submissions were made. Even special mentions were read out on the floor of the House.
Yeah. Yeah, in that also there has been a record which has been maintained. For example, the 151 start questions being answered in this session is also a record of last 14 years. Similarly, the 0-hour mentions, which are 326, which have been mentioned in this house, is also a record of the last 20 years. The special mentions that have been made is further a record of about last 12 years. So, I think these are the instruments which have been made available to honorable members to raise matters of importance, matters of public importance, and it has been, because of this record, you can visualize that this record has been used to the maximum by the honorable members, and that not only brings qualitative improvement in the administration and governance in the country, it also gives lot of satisfaction to the members that they have been able to get an opportunity to raise points relating to their constituency, to their state, to their respective regions. So, that way also it is a very spectacular achievement of this session.
And even during these last 2 years, there was special focus on few things. For instance, the linguistic diversity, Parliament going paperless or going digital, or in fact, he dissuading the ministers from using the archaic term, I beg to lay.
Yeah, these are few things which again during this 2-year period we have worked on it, and we have been able to come out with some qualitative changes in this, and there are some more things which are in the pipeline, which I hope will come in the future, and you will see the impact of this in the future sessions of the Rajya Sabha. The one is of course the language, because Chairman always said that this being a council of state, all the states, their linguistic diversity should be reflected in the house, and that has happened. Not only that, we have been able to provide the translation facilities for all the 22 scheduled languages in the Rajya Sabha, and the beauty of this arrangement this time is that it is not being done only through the regular employees of the Rajya Sabha Secretariat, but we have impaneled some people from the civil society, even some housewives who could do the translation. Of course, we do all the due diligence and police verification, etc. And those people can be used, their services can be taken to provide the simultaneous interpretation facility, and for that a regular rigorous exercise of giving them training, giving them practical practice in this has been done. And you would be happy to know, I do not have the statistics as yet, but maximum number of people have used to has taken these facilities and have spoken in their regional languages. So, that in fact gladdens the people in those regions, and they feel that they are not only their aspirations and desires and demands are being reflected in the parliament, but it is being done in through their own language. So, that is a very huge important achievement. The other achievement is through about going paperless. On being paperless, there are very important steps have been taken, which you have mentioned also. The one is that the house is now Wi-Fi enabled. So, the members can access to the days of agenda, even the previous documents, papers, and also the government websites sitting in the house, because the Wi-Fi facility is available both in the house and also outside in the inner lobbies. So, they can have a detailed and the informed discussions on the subjects that come up before them. That is a very big thing, which brings a qualitative change in the standards of discussion. In fact, I have seen many members going to the inner lobby and getting information and then using it to make their submissions. So, it is a very important, that brings a qualitative change in the standard of the discussion, which is very important. The other thing is that we are also trying to introduce paperless working, both in the Rajya Sabha Secretariat and also in terms of the legislative business of the parliament. So, that has also been successfully done. The e-office has been introduced in the secretariat. So, these are two very important. Also, in the house, which I said that you will see in the coming times, that we are introducing a sound system in which everything would be done electronically, and the members will have everything on their iPad, which will be fitted in front of them, and that iPad they can even speak through the iPad. So, that sound system will also be embedded in that, and that work is going on. We hope that this will become a state of art house after a few months.
Well, absolutely. On that note, thank you so much for those important insights on 2 meaningful years of Chairman Naidu in office. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.